it would pull me from my work laptop. I hope nobody's paying attention that works with me. And I would just be like, whoa, cool. But I wasn't able to get like 100% engrossed in this. So I am dumping it onto Curly.
Well, it shows that it's about an hour and a half. But who knows?
So I don't know how much, I don't know what's a spoiler, but
You've been spoiled.
You know, FMVs, there's multiple endings.
Yeah.
So there's a certain number of endings. I think we can get to most of them.
Oh.
So it's pretty quick the first run from what I remember.
Okay.
But then there's more story. You're getting like 10% of the story the first time you run through it.
I've never done that.
You pick up more to the story, the background of the characters, every other option you select. The options are really quick. They're timed. Yeah. So I'm thinking. I don't remember. I mean, it's got to be. No, I don't know. What did you download this as on stream? Is it just PC?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's keyboard.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or that. I don't know.
It's up to you.
What is that?
I'm going to make you make the decision.
What I want to happen, though, this is my decision I'm going to be making.
You are in charge of the stream.
It explodes. You guys are going to see a bomb from La Jolla. Curly, you're going to select all the options the first time around.
Go. Just don't.
Did you guys hear her complain?
You have to because sometimes to get her away, she just explodes. And so then it becomes a mess.
Strategic pokey.
Yeah, I'm like, I want her to go, but if I agitate her too much, she's going to just take it all with her.
It's a strategic poke. Yeah. It's like
she'll go back there, and then she'll just come out covered in cables and unplug all the monitors, and I'm like, you're a fucking monster.
I believe that. My little boy touched, I wasn't paying attention as I was working, and he pressed the power button on my docking station, and all of a sudden my screens, because I have a couple screens for my work, went black, and I'm like, this is not your job. This is the other boy's job. You never fuck up my work. And it caused so much problems because it reset all my passwords. And so I'm blaming it on the cat, I guess, but I couldn't tell my coworkers that. So I was like, hey, can you give me the help desk number? I can't turn on my computer. And my computer wouldn't turn on for 10 minutes. The docking station powered off. And then I dismembered it. I dislodged it from the docking station. And I'm like, please.
It needed a power cycle. That's what it was.
I can't do this. And then took 10 minutes. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah. It got stuck in a power state.
I should just have you on pro bono.
You can literally call me anytime or text me. Or
I don't want to bother you this bullshit. Curly, my cat stepped on the power button and my laptop won't turn.
It's like Luna, the other cat, Prim, her for a long time, the two cats I had together.
Yeah, the sisters.
Prim, she was always an explorer, way more than even Luna is, and she'd have to be on everything. But she would do this thing where like a cat that you know of, where she's like, and she'd avoid everything.
They know
perfectly.
They do learn. Yeah. Hey, mom gets mad when I step on the laptop. So when it's closed or open, I will not step on the laptop.
So Luna's claim to fame is very more than you would even imagine possible. Smacking the fucking power button on the power strips. When they were on the floor,
doing that on purpose.
She'd go down there and just be like bonk and just kick a whole strip out, and I'm like, the fuck, like,
Daddy, you play with me now?
Yeah,
and I think they know. I think they know things, and they get response from you that actually equals something better. But anyways,
no, that's why I squeeze her to make sure she knows.
You don't squeeze her, because then she'll squirt on you, which is what I did with my one cat the other day, and it was really stinky. I didn't know he squirts.
She's going to go out there. She's going to check that she has food and water, and then she's just going to make cooing noises for no reason.
What's a cooing noise?
She just goes, hey, hey. And because you can hear what she's doing is she'll start rotating her face to see how the echo feels. So she'll go,
Could it be comfort that she doesn't feel alone?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Another cat.
I don't know what it is.
That's
interesting. I think it's because she gets a reaction out of me.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. They do feed into that. Mommy is mad. Daddy is unhappy.
Hey, Hillary. You can hear
Who's
her.
Hillary?
Okay.
You almost fell for that. That's weird.
Okay. I was just a weird gambit is what it was. I don't know what fucking bit you're doing. No,
you don't have to know my bits, Curly.
My weirdest part with her is very much that she'll make a meow like meow, and she'll wait until she hears it augment, and then she'll go and then she does that thing with her throat like hey,
Oh,
hey,"
God.
and then she just gets it going,
That
and I think she's
howl.
so pleased with herself that she's making this loud noise, and I'm like,
She's, you know what, Curly? Can you please make the first cat computer so that all she does is just play on like an iPad for cats? Like, she's bored. Sounds like she's like,
They-
I have control over my world. Look
they
at this noise I make.
They
You know
have
what?
They have a million of those applications for cats.
Just give her an iPad on the floor with fish flying around.
They
and,
exist.
Okay, because
There's
she sounds
hundreds
like
of
she
them.
wants to be in control of something.
You can have
and it's
that
to
device.
your benefit that she's not screaming control.
That you can have the Echo run an application for cats to keep them busy throughout the day.
Oh.
It'll occasionally just throw out like some noises, and it'll be random so that they don't pick up that it's like an automated thing.
Okay.
And it'll just interact with them, and it'll listen to them and talk back to them and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
My
And they have it
heart.
for dogs as well, and they have it everything.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, you know,
But I got
entertain
rid
cat-
of my Alexa because I hated her. I gave it to my
Careful you
friend.
say that.
Oh, I know. Sorry. I got rid of my girlfriend because she didn't like me, so I had to dump her. But also girlfriend.
Is that Money
these-
Mike? Oh shit!
Hi,
Yeah,
Money
it
Mike.
has been a while, buddy. Sorry, this is Aaron, by the way. Oh,
Hello. Hello.
we definitely didn't start the game that we're playing today.
A lot of people in chat might not like me too much because when I'm here, I talk Curly's ear off, and he equally talks my ear off.
We don't get to hang out enough. That's
And
the
we
problem.
just chit and talk and blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and then we're like,
This is why
oh
the
shit,
stream was
we
late
should
and-
start.
I was like, I want to get home early so we can like talk a bunch and not have to worry about the stream. And then
you know,
we got here like
even
12
if we did
minutes.
this all the time, we would still talk the whole time. You know that. We're just like chickens. I've watched us play, and we're just like, I don't even know what we're talking about. We're just like,
I can follow it. I think it's fine.
impressive. No, I love it. It's refreshing because my cats don't talk to me like this, and all I have is my cats during the day. And Hillary,
And
but
my
she
Hillary.
works. Well, she works though,
Oh,
so I have to wait until after hours. Like, hey,
just tell her to stop working. She can live at home. She can be your little companion. You can make her your Echo
already-
device.
Some people would argue that she already is.
Get
Thank
me
you,
Change the
Hillary.
radio station. Alexa. Change the radio
Wait,
station.
she's making her announcements.
Yeah, she's doing her thing.
That is Luna, the cat.
She said it. She has so many toys. So many toys.
It doesn't matter. They're like 3-year-old children. They get over them in 2 minutes.
I watch her on cameras all the time. I interact with her through the speakers all the time. She's fine.
I'm not saying she's not fine.
Okay.
She is a very
She's. I think here's the thing.
fine cat.
she's
But
al-
I'm thinking about Papa. Papa's affected by her weird habits. I would be.
I will say. Up until this apartment where we've lived alone and there hasn't been a roommate or whatever.
Yeah.
She's been happier than she's ever been in her life.
Really? Without
She-
other humans?
She hated. She was. Like I told you before. She's a very scaredy cat. She is clinically.
But she's
She used to,
She loves
if
us.
anyone moves in a room, she would hide for days. And I
Really?
had to sign paperwork when I got her and adopted her from the Humane Society that if she doesn't eat because of the scared cat, like they're like, she's never going to get cured. She's just this. I had to sign paperwork for her.
but she's so friendly when
No, I
you
know.
have people come over.
But that's now. And it's been 10 years.
I wonder if it. No, I have no theory on this.
It was very slow of her
Okay.
becoming comfortable because she was
Because
adopted.
she's off the cat now. When she was adopted, it was with another cat.
She was bonded with it. She mentally was, according to
Okay.
the therapist for the cat, she was bonded to
Makes sense.
the other cat because
Happens.
the other cat, the Prim, was very exploratory and would bring her out.
Yeah. Yes.
And without her, she wouldn't.
Prim will do all this
Yeah.
stuff. I'm going to sit here in my comfort zone.
But they were like, most likely when you bring her home, she's going to hide for a couple days to the point where she will not go to the bathroom and she might pee and poop in like a hole in a closet or a drawer. And if she doesn't, she won't eat. Like that's happened to her. And she was adopted like 4 times before they actually got her to me and returned. And that's why and then someone declawed her. That's why her claws are gone.
Yeah.
She was really fucked up. But here she's been so
Great.
happy.
She's a normal cat.
No, I mean,
now.
her running around and doing stuff it was a whole different world. And so
And you're saying it was because of this place?
I think having the free reign, because the last place we had, like one of the roommates, there was 3 roommates
Oh,
in 2
you
places.
had to
One of them
lock her
got a
in your
dog.
bedroom?
I didn't lock her in
Oh.
the bedroom. The dog, she was fine with the dog. It was just the dog was very puppy. He was always interested, and she was not like always interested. And so it was always like she'd just find a place that was like, finally, he can't reach me,
All right.
kind of thing. But here she's got this whole free roam. There's
She is a happy, super healthy cat.
Yeah.
And the reason why I get snarky about it is because she reminds me so much of my cat, Truck. God bless him. He is that cat, that animal you
lovely.
have. See, look at you. Like I say that about Luna, but you know.
I think he's great. He always comes up and hangs out.
You don't know then. He is the loud. He's the one that you always want him to get a job. What are you still doing living with your mom? Go clean your own shit. You know, he doesn't.
I feel like with her, she is now trying to catch up for years of not doing stuff.
Well, that's
so
really
it's almost like she's
thoughtful.
insatiable.
Aw.
So like she'll take love, but when I tell people this, whenever like they start petting her, and I'm like, you're now stuck. Like she won't. There's no
die
there's no level of okay, I'm done pet now. Like and on weekends when I do lay down with her and like hang out, like and she just because she'll just as soon as I lay down, she immediately jumps on top of me and sits there, and I've let her stay there until she's done.
Help.
And that we're talking hours. Like I'm like I guess I'm watching 5 episodes on this Netflix fucking shit.
At least you have it.
Yeah, I'm like because I want her to feel love, but there's no ending of it. There's no end to her needs.
Ooh, okay. See, I'd have like that's not cat. That's like dog to me.
Yeah,
that's why I get cats. It's like love you. Okay, go catch a mouse. Like I gotta work.
So that's why you see me do it every now and then. There's times where I'm like, I don't.
Oh no.
You need to get the fuck out of here.
I don't doubt your love and appreciation for this girl. She is very healthy.
But
and
every night there's hours before bed where she gets nothing but pets until she stops. Until I pass out.
Very attentive.
She will wake up. She'll wake me up in the middle of the night and be like, "Hey, guess what? I'm awake. I'm awake now.
Ooh.
I'm awake." And she's smart with it too, because she'll put her little like, even though she doesn't have claws, she's like doing that thing where she's pulling them back, and she's like.
She does the face pat.
And she's like, is this working? Is this one working?
Let me
get a little harder.
It's like it's a little. She knows she's trying. She's not going for it. She's not just poking you in the eye.
Yeah.
she's feeling you out.
And then when she's really trying to get you to do something, it's butt in the face.
Oh, was she trying to get me to do? She just did that to me.
More. She wants more of everything.
She was trying to get my attention.
More of everything.
My bad. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Luna. I misunderstood your body language.
But when it comes down to it, look, she's fine.
Yes, she's fine. Luna's fine. For fuck's sakes. I could talk about cats for 20 hours and it gets dangerous.
All right, we're doing She Sees Red.
We're talking about
I've been recording this the whole time. I was going to put this on the internet, but I'm still going to. But
why not?
Because I do the stream, but I do a recording locally of a much higher quality. And then I put that on YouTube. It's like a 40 gigabyte upload.
When you say high quality, do you mean visually?
Resolution is a lot bigger because if I tried to stream at the capability of what these two computers are doing, no one could watch it because it's too high.
Okay.
Quality. You have to have like really nice internet.
Okay.
So I stream at 720, like whatever. So. But I save it everything. So if you ever actually want to see like a stream was like, oh my god, I really want to go check that stream out. Don't go watch it on Twitch. Like the Twitch archives everything. Go to youtube.com/drunkkidsgaming and watch the archive.
You know what? I love that plug. By the way, this is Curly. This is his show, and he's amazing.
You're already here.
I don't know. That was that sounded like an intro to a plug. Wait, it sounds sexual.
Intro to a plug is my high school experience. So.
I have nothing. I'm just a high school friend. For those of you that don't know who I am, I'm the sister of his high school friend.
You're the manager.
I'm the manager of the house.
Of a band.
No.
Of an amazing.
I just bug. Yes. So this band is called Sam Hares. That is my brother.
Did you get him on 91X? Is that what your thing? Is that his thing?
No, it didn't really happen.
Oh,
we're gonna try something else. There is another tactic. We'll see what happens. I
can't talk about this on live stream.
All
Anyways.
Right.
There might be a chance that I'm going to be at a radio station on Saturday, the KGB station out in Claremont.
All right.
There might be a possibility I do a computer talk show.
Cool.
There, just to try it out and see what's going on.
This is your nature.
KGB, sorry, Jack FM, the ones that are being sold.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just moved back here in San Diego. I don't know what you're talking about. These fucking letters and stuff.
A Chinese company bought them and kicked everyone out. They gave them all 2 weeks notices.
Who did they replace them with?
They don't know yet.
Okay.
They don't know if they have a job by next week or the week after or the week after. But they're like, fuck it. Who cares then? Come in. Do something.
So China is buying California, everyone.
They bought the company that owns the radio station because they wanted the Channel 8 news that comes with it. And it was a package.
I don't have cable.
I haven't had
cable for 10 years. I don't know who's on Channel 8.
I bought one of those.
Wait, is KUSI still a thing? KUSI.
I bought for the sake of it because it was
funny.
funny.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know who that guy is. Yeah,
all
the
right.
Turco Files.
No, the Turco Files. I say all the time. ain't right. No one knows what.
My family that
It ain't right. I like lower my voice, and people are like, "Aaron's having one of those things again."
My
It ain't right.
My dad was notorious for never turning the TV off, and it had to be
He
on.
liked to have that that background noise.
But I felt it was dumb. But then again, I gleaned everything I learned from bullshit.
Ask
Well,
my
I
poor
like choosing
siblings.
entertainment. But
I will put the TV on in the living room, and I'll go to my bedroom and like listen to music. But here's the thing. I'll tell you this, and this is me thanking Twitch and Curley, because when I lived up in San Francisco area and I was living by myself and I didn't have it was just difficult living up there by myself without my family and friends. It's really hard to make friends up there, by the way. Oh, even me. Hello. But anyways, Twitch, I had to have that playing all the time. So that's why I fell in love with a couple other streamers, because they were on different times than like you were. And then Sam was. And because you guys always kind of stopped at the same time. So I at least had Sam. He's not that much consistent anymore as your manager, but he used to come in at a certain time, and then it was you. So I had to fill that time with somebody else in the morning. And honestly, I don't know what I would have done without having those voices, those soothing, voices throughout the day because of Twitch. So I just
don't think Turco Files was the guy though.
You know what? I loved his voice though, and your dad didn't have Twitch available back then. He had cable.
He had
so for
the
me,
History Channel.
For me, I don't have cable. For me, it's streaming shit, right? Yeah. I need that background noise. Yeah, let's just say it. To make me not feel lonely. Because I grew up with a lot of siblings in small houses all my life.
I feel like you're trying to excuse something that you don't have to excuse here. I will tell you.
I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for Curly. I'm grateful for Sam Hears, the band, and because it's a great
Not
band.
The brother.
I love it. I'm grateful for my brother because he did stream very consistently and it was really therapeutic. And I'm grateful for Twitch.
So early day podcasting. I mean, literally before the iPhone was out. I was right when the iPhone 3G, the second one, was released. So I don't know what time that was. Maybe 2007, 2008.
No, you're wrong. I have no idea.
I opened my little computer shop. So I quit my job and I started Curly Computing, and I had 500 square feet of a building, and it was just me. And I was there, and there was nobody. There was
about Luna.
I didn't have Luna then.
Oh.
I didn't have. I had. I think we had a dog. What did me and Danielle? I don't even know. Doesn't matter.
You know what? If you don't remember, it don't matter.
But at that time, I started like I'm sitting in the office and I had enough. I started steadily getting clients and everything. But it was just they'd check in a thing and I'd be there in the office 8 hours a day with my computer, and just working. And I tried radio for a bit, and I got really bored of the same music happening over and over again.
Commercials.
And there was no Twitch at that time.
Was there like Slacker or Pandora?
What I had was the Twit network, which was This Week in Tech's network of podcasts, and they just happened to be Leo Laporte at this time. And I'll give praises to him. We don't like him now, but he. I
don't know what you just said.
he was the guy who kind of pioneered just being the whole studio, his area that they broadcasted they recorded their podcast in. He would just have it live, so they'd be making podcasts back to back with different guests that would come in and use the whole studio.
Oh, awesome!
But they always had it live,
like a Johnny Carson thing. Yeah. Like, wow.
So
am I old? I just used Johnny Carson.
I don't know who that
is. As opposed to
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. Conan O'Brien, Jon Stewart.
Howdy doody.
No. Johnny Carson. I didn't even see Johnny Carson.
I found it fascinating.
So you're saying it was like a variety show where he actually had people back to back doing their own spiel.
It'd be like, 3:00 is the schedule to do the iPad show with this person. And then sometimes there'd be even a different host than him, and he'd go out and do lunch. And
it's live, so he had to like really orchestrate and organize
But a lot of the times, because it was before people did this as a thing, it never was like he was trying to entertain you. He just had it live. So it wasn't like he was sitting there addressing you it's like sometimes there'd be an hour between a show and it would just be people walking around.
Hey, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
And an engineer, someone that he's hired as an engineer would come by and be like, oh shit, what's up guys? Like, oh yeah, talk, like whatever.
Wow.
And it was just there.
It's raw.
But if I didn't have that, because I liked their podcast that they put out. And then I was like, oh, they also say, hey, check us out on the website. And I went to the website and it was just a live feed all the time for the whole day.
Okay.
And I was like, I kept that on in the background because I needed the humans.
Exactly.
And they also had a running chat all the time.
Exactly.
So I would sit there and just hang out in the chat, and they were like, "Oh, did someone see Leo?"
It's
Blah, blah,
not
blah.
it's not abrasive, so it doesn't like take you away from what you're working on.
Mhm.
It's just something that's like there's people in the background working in your imagination, and it allows you to kind of focus because it keeps that part of your brain silent. I feel like you have the creative side and you have like the analytical side. Your creative side's like, hello, what am I fucking supposed to do?
Before I found that, I started talking to myself.
Yeah.
I was in that room and I was like,
hi, human.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna go over here and eat some noodles right now. Do. Hey, look
If
at
anybody
you.
listened to me while I work from home and me talk to the cats, I'm okay with it. I don't like. It's nothing like I couldn't go to jail for it or anything. But like,
What have you secrets have you told them?
They none, because no one's recording me. So yeah, I get it. You get it. It's something about your brain needing to have that kind of a distraction, and because isolation is deadly. And I don't care if it's in your house.
And that's why I used to do 12-hour Saturday shows.
I need no. You did 24, didn't you?
I did plenty of those once a month.
So why you're saying you did 24-hour
not for my benefit, but I thought I was helping others, but it was killing me.
Oh, that's why you stopped doing it.
Yeah, I used to do the 4 hours 4 days a week like I do now because of work, Monday through Thursday.
Right.
And then I would always do an additional Saturday stream, which was 12 hours. Because I was like, I can do the long form games, the games that take longer.
You eventually have to take a shower sometime, Curly. Jesus.
Immediately just fall into the shower and then die.
Don't drown!
In addition to that, once a month, one of them days would be a 24-hour stream.
No.
And then also a Sunday podcast. And then also a game show.
No. You have a brilliant schedule. Eventually things will change where it'll be different. It'll change. It'll be less. It'll be more, whatever. Yeah, but you know that.
I know.
Yeah, you don't.
Like Sam and Steve saved me from that. They were yelling. Everyone was yelling at me because there was a point where I came to the stream and I was like, guys, everyone's been telling me like in my close personal world that I need to stop this. Like, what do you guys think? And everyone, like even like Time Jumper, like people that like my big supporters, like the family was like, duh. Don't do this, you idiot. Like the gimmick was funny. That was like you're doing a 24 hours, and it would bring people in, but at the same time, it was not worth it.
No.
Yeah. And
it
I think
needs to be natural anyways, because you're not going to get anybody by forcing personality into it. Like you need to be in your natural, comfortable state because that's what attracts people to you.
So.
Is you're very
that's what keeps people
very approachable, very comfortable to be around and talk to. You need to be comfortable and maintain that and happy, not forcing it. You do. That's what's making this work. That's why you have a really great community.
I'm trying to drink through those 24 hours.
What 24 hours? Oh, you're talking about when you did stream 24. Right, we're not there anymore. We're not doing it. Hey,
it
guys.
It was a dark time.
Yeah, everyone has dark times, and you're here still. And you did what you needed to do to make sure that happened. So you knew that was a bad thing, and you made a good choice.
And that was before I really kind of was as open as I am with everybody in regards to stuff like.
And honesty, especially if you have a good community.
Yeah. I'd rather have that and low people than anything. Yeah.
That's the hardest part, right? Is being honest that I'm hurting. I don't like what I'm thinking right now. That is always the hardest part.
I've learned that.
And so I'm proud of you because that is a huge hurdle, and we all have had those.
Well, I think that's one of the first things we ever clicked on is just like, oh my God,
we're
actually openly talking about this stuff and not letting people do it.
There's a hurdle that we were always like, nah, I am an adult. I'll figure this out. And then for you to go, I can't figure this out. I don't know what to do. And for you to reach out and be receptive to what people have said is actually a really big accomplishment.
Prior to that, it was push and try to force it and then burn out. And no one likes that.
What could you personally possibly achieve by doing that to yourself?
Well, I mean,
what were you hoping would happen?
Well, because here's the thing. I mean,
were you hoping for higher viewership?
Yeah,
a kitsch.
It was.
You were just doing like a kitschy thing?
And here's the thing. I know I shouldn't look at the numbers, even though I do, because I'm a statistics person. I'm an analytic person. I'm going to look at them. But
it's like game points. You kind of have to look at them. I don't see what the problem is.
It's really
with
not
that.
healthy because the thing is, when it comes down to it,
are you saying that's what you did?
Prior to I would chase that hard.
So you were doing the 24 to gain numbers.
Imagine
viewership.
Imagine as you're streaming, constantly having the number in the corner of your eye and being like, okay, 2 people left.
See again, that's
two
not
people left.
That's
One person came in.
Curly.
Oh my God, 10 people came in. Is it because I just said something?
No,
And I'm telling you,
that's not making you comfortable. That's not making you you.
But
That's
if you, oh, I know this now.
okay. I know.
But if you read any of the subreddit for Twitch,
Yeah.
that's what everyone goes through their first couple of
Okay,
and
all right.
it's just part of.
all
I
right.
think it's part because for me, like broadcasting
You have
and
to
doing this,
break down. I don't know the rest of this song, but
That's
it's
it.
stuck in my
You just
head.
keep saying that over
You
and over
gotta
again.
break down before you can stream normal, and then you break down from other things. Come on.
There are, for instance, I mean, because I say I don't look at the numbers, but I do constantly know the numbers, and I do it because I need to know, and I need to be aware of trends and whatnot.
Oh, totally. For analytical purposes,
yes.
not
But
while you're talking, while it's stressing you out and giving you anxiety.
Things I know are when I do land upon, for instance, a hyperactive moment where I'm just what, and I'm in the moment, that translates to things, and even
coincided with something.
well, it translates to a lot of people will come in or keys into something, and that's fine.
Okay.
But that also can be manufactured, and that's how a lot of other streamers are all the time when they're live.
Okay.
But I know, and I've accepted that I can't do that all the time, and I don't want to do that all the time, and I'm okay. I'd rather have a more intimate stream most of the time, and then sometimes we get fucking nuts and crazy, and we do weird shit.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with that. That's fantastic.
Because it's still natural. It's not you forcing something.
But it's hard to it was hard to accept that, okay, well, I'm just not going to have those numbers before, because there was a good long couple years where I mean, our average viewership was like 60, 70 people.
When did that happen? What year?
I mean 4 years ago maybe, but it was also, I mean, you can look
So
at you
Twitch,
can excuse it away
when
a
was
whole bunch of
Twitch
things.
acquired by Amazon?
Like 3 years before that.
Okay, so it's just that there's a lot more things to view.
There's all those things but again,
Okay.
that just sounds like I'm making excuses, so I don't
say that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ask
because
that.
I'll explain away all
See,
that
I'm
stuff.
being analytical too, and I'm trying to find the trends because I'm a marketing major. So I wasn't saying like, oh, you're making excuses. I was like, okay, what would cause? Like, I'm already there. I'm like, no, what would cause that drop? There's a lot of stuff to watch. There's something going on with this internet.
I don't watch the numbers as much as I used to, so I will usually just like throw out, oh, I don't really look at the numbers, but I'll tell you stuff like, oh, just so you heads up, if you really do care about viewership, like Tuesdays are bad.
I appreciated that, but I don't know what that.
Some people come in here and they're like, oh shit, why is the chat so quiet? And I'm like, oh, it's the Tuesday. It's just what it is.
That was very considerate. Curly's very considerate.
I know these
about, but just like he's very good at like perceiving what people would expect. He got me 3 flavors of bubbly water of the brand. Well, I don't really care so much about the brand, but that's the cheap brand. Well, it's always cheap.
What's the one we talked about? So.
Oh yeah, and I always get that one. But like, who does that in preparation? They're like, I got you the bubbly water because I know you don't like my bubbly water. That's what Curly said, and I was like, oh, that's super sweet. He's very cognizant of everything. He thinks about all this stuff.
I made a conscious decision a long time ago when
about bubbly water.
Well, about just the person I wanted to be versus the person I grew up being, kind of thing. Like,
so this bubbly water experience wouldn't have
nothing
happened.
to do with bubbly
Wouldn't have happened 20 years ago, is what you're saying?
No, I wasn't. I was a horrible, shitty kid.
See, you keep saying that, but
I
I knew
was a
you.
shitty
I
kid.
knew you when you were a kid, and you were still lovely. So I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
don't remember any of that.
Okay, we're not going to talk about those phases.
I remember.
I've known Curly for. I don't want to say this. I don't want to say
So
it.
I was 15.
I don't want to.
14?
20, 25, 22 years.
Do we have to celebrate like a 25th anniversary?
Oh, my heart is stopping. I'm so old, guys.
My
arthritis is kicking in.
I won't throw your age out.
I'm 36. I don't give a shit.
So we talked, and since we've been connecting and hanging out, for whatever reason, my brain solidified heavily on that we're the same age. I'm not even joking. I
because I act like a kid.
I just assumed that I was 36.
Oh, you thought you were older.
I thought I was. I'm not even
nothing
joking.
wrong with that.
When I talk about the way
Age
my
is
brain works, I was
not
and
really
it
relative.
It wasn't anything I thought about.
It is relative.
But a bunch of people had been talking to me over the course of like the last 3 or 4
I am
months.
your elder, Sam. Did you see? You thought did you think you were older than Sam?
No, it wasn't even Sam. It was like work and people and stuff. And I was like,
That's interesting.
I was like, yeah, I was like, man, I only got like 4 more years, and then I'm like 40, and I don't know really what I do with like this career and stuff and blah blah blah. And I was just like working out stuff. And then at some point, a form on some website asked me the age, and I was like, I'm 34.
You experience what people hate experiencing every year they get older. You just put yourself 2 or 3, I don't know how old you are, 2 years ahead.
And I'm not even joking. Hard believed it. Like Hard just.
I get that.
Hard program because it was months.
Wait. Let me tell you.
No, the thing is, Curtis knows me a lot. Me and Curtis have spent many times together. I love it. It is a very Curly move to just completely
here's the thing.
program my brain.
I don't. Okay, no, I get that, and I don't. I want to. Like, I don't remember my age. It's only because of like my friends remind me that my birthday is coming up. Like, I don't think about that stuff. But let me tell you, I didn't know how old I was so hard that when I was accused of drinking on a beach by a cop, I went lower. And my boyfriend at the time was like, why don't you go higher? Like, if you're gonna lie. And I was like, I am 17 though, right? Oh shit. And he couldn't find me in the system because I gave him the wrong age. And so we had to go back to his car, and I was like, am I getting arrested?
All those warrants came out.
And later on, my boyfriend was really confused. I was like, oh, and that wasn't even until the cop didn't tell me. He just gave me the ticket. And it was actually really cheap. It was cheaper than like parking fees, by the way. MIBs are bullshit. Wait, MIPs. My boyfriend is the one that said, you're not that age. And I was like,
well, now
I'm
we're
not.
boned.
Now I gotta pay. It was $100 back then. This was when I was 18. Where a parking ticket was like, I had to go back to court and pay something stupid. And it was like $250. I'm like, wait, drinking on the beach and driving with your cell phone. It was when the law just came out that you couldn't drive in California with your cell phone. And I went like this to look at the time, though my dumbass has a clock right there on my console.
Throw it out the window.
And they said, they pulled me over, and I was like, would you believe me if I told you I wasn't actually calling anybody? He says, your phone was like in front of your face. And I was like,
how long were you checking the time?
It was like this, and he caught me. And I was like, oh, you can't argue that. He was going the other way. He did a U-E and pulled me over.
Throw it out the window. I don't have a phone. I don't know what a phone is. I've never heard of a phone.
I'm sorry, I don't think like that. I was a prim and proper lady.
I was at a Vaughn's once and just got hit randomly with a. Normally, no one cares. I've had a beard since I was 19, and no one's mostly ever carded me since then. I actually at 19, when I was at Papa John's, I used to just for the sake of the extra added benefit of looking like an adult, I would wear my manager of a Papa John's store.
It's just your drink.
The beard does that. No, it was
I don't know.
It was booger.
It gets caught in my one beard hair, and that's annoying. So I can't imagine what it's like to have 4,000 beard hairs.
Yeah, they're crazy. No, but so I used to go to the bar that we traded with down the street.
Okay.
All the adults would like give them pizza and they get like alcohol or whatever. And I would go in there with my Papa John's I'm the store manager thing because they wouldn't imagine.
What thing? Oh, badge?
It was a badge that said like my name.
Okay,
and I'm like, yeah, I just got off work. Can I get like a beer or whatever? And they're like, of course.
You're naughty.
Yeah. And I was like, well, you got a beard and you're a store manager. You can't be 19. That's insane.
That's a criminal mind type shit. Yeah. I like it. That's cool.
Advantage. It's a game.
Nah, you're thinking like a criminal. Like that's. That's a different mindset.
But so I very rarely ever get checked for ID, or if they check it, they're just like literally just like, yeah, give me your ID.
Because they have their managers watching them or something stupid.
But so one time when I was like 26, 27, and I do think of myself as younger because I always feel like I'm still a kid. But
understood. When you don't have kids, you're a kid.
I was buying alcohol, and someone was like, and I'm not even thinking about it. I'm like trying to put my card in. How old were you at
this time?
26, 27.
Oh, okay, that's what you said.
And so. I'm like, I'm trying to be that courteous, fucking conscientious, like purchaser. So I'm like, get the card in, get the stuff going.
I'm doing my role as a consumer. Yeah. I know where the card goes. Oh shit, is it slide or sticking? Oh, there's a line. Yeah. Don't worry, I brought my own bags. I'm bagging my own stuff. I'm doing my job. And I get the pressure.
My anxiety it manifests hard on being a burden to random strangers.
I understand that. No, I was agreeing with you. Imagine whipping out your check and you're like, No, I will never write a check ever. I will adopt the newest and latest technology just to not inconvenience these
I will
fuckers
pay $100
in El Cajon
more than what this
that would
all
probably
costs.
murder me on the street.
If
I understand completely. No,
I've
I
had people be
totally
like,
get it.
Sorry, that said it was 2 cents cheaper. Can you check?
Yeah,
Can you call someone?
I'll pay the extra $5.
Yeah.
Okay. No, don't question it. Don't. Like, no, I understand.
Someone today at the actual restaurant I went to.
Sam, shut up.
I've ordered it a million
please.
times from this place. I love
We're
it.
chatting.
Whenever I see this chef there, they have rotating chefs. Whenever I see him, he's there. He makes one of the best burgers. Just a little garbage like pub burger, and he makes
Like
it so
the
well.
Costco stuff.
Whenever I see him, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a burger today. And the person who put it into the system just didn't put the lettuce wrap thing. They're like, oh yeah, you're the lettuce wrap guy usually.
Okay.
And she knew it, but she just did it wrong or whatever. And he brought it out, and it was on a bun. And he was like, and she yelled, she's like, oh, I meant that to be lettuce wrap. I'm so sorry. And I mean, I tip, like whatever.
It's okay.
And he was like, oh, let me take this back to you, and I was like, dude, no. I love your burger.
Wait a minute.
I'm good.
Wait,
I didn't eat the bun. I just took it off.
I know. You were trying.
And he's like, I'll bring more lettuce out for you. I'm like, dude, you make the best burgers. Don't even fucking do that. You're
How
good.
old were you when this happened?
This was today.
Okay. you're as a young old man.
Never.
You're paying for this.
Never. I don't
You're
care.
paying your hard cash, and you're a nice guy. You're not.
I would pay $100 more to get away from the situation of that being an awkward situation.
It's okay for you to say this is kind of what I paid for. I have a little bit of expectations.
Nope.
It's okay for you to be like that. You're not mean.
I'm never going to do that. I'm telling you. And I don't have any problems with it.
You need a girlfriend.
I had a delicious burger. I had a delicious burger from a guy who made a delicious burger, and I'm perfectly fine.
Man, see, here's the thing. If you had like a girlfriend, she'd be like, I got this, honey. And you're like, no. But
And
then you're kind of like, thank you.
I would leave. I would leave.
Oh my God.
I couldn't
It's
handle
okay. It's your money. Anyways.
I was at the Vons.
Oh, we're not playing the game.
We've got tons more. We're now 3 layers deep of story.
We're not playing the game tonight.
I was at the Vons. The ID
No, we
came
will.
out.
I promise.
I'm trying to beat boop as quick as I can, and this lady's like, and she's like, "How old are you?" And I was like, 21. And she's like,
Idiot.
No.
Math?
She's like, I kind of know it looks like she's like, why did you
Why didn't you go higher?
And I was like, I genuinely, in the moment of being questioned, I just kind of thought,
like the cop
exactly what you said,
asking me how old I was, and I was like 17? Question mark? I don't know. Do you know? Chat? And I'm like, it was just like it's not a thing. It's not like I'm always bad with dates, but if you walk me through a house or a mall or a city, I'll know every corner. I'll know every street. I'll know where that shop was 2 days ago. We walked past it like that one thing and I get that. I have a GPS, but I don't know dates. People get, and I understand it's really, if I didn't have Facebook or if I didn't have a calendar, I don't remember people's birthdays. Hillary's mom's, not Sam's, of course, but Hillary's and mom's birthday, I still have to ask.
No,
I just, for some reason, Hannah's is easy for me to remember. I don't know why, because it's all like even numbers, and Sam's is like the easiest fucking cheat birthday in the world.
So,
but those dates and stuff. Aaron, what do we do with that one thing? Blah blah blah. I'm like, wait, you're asking me when we did this? I don't have to check my calendar. I don't remember. I just remember the experience. I remember where we walked. I won't remember like the time or day.
I actively, when people tell me or it gets brought up in a conversation, I don't know if you'll ever notice, but if someone just happened to randomly mention like, oh, my birthday's on July, whatever, I will like.
See, this is like, Curly, guys. This is him being like the altruistic human.
It's not.
That is really.
Because I'll be an
I don't
asshole.
do that. I don't. That is really sweet. That's actually very compassionate and considerate. That you're actually like, I'm going to make a note of this now.
Hillary's really lucky because she's a day before my mom.
What?
She's a day before my mother's birthday.
Oh, so Okay.
That's helpful for her.
But if you don't see, here's the thing: I don't remember my mom's birthday, and I don't remember Hillary's birthday. If they were close together, I wouldn't remember either of theirs.
But like people that I'm
It's
like,
not my situation,
you know,
but I'm
people
just saying.
I'm flirting with.
Sorry,
or
Hillary.
like
Thank you. I can ask you these questions.
It'll be someone I'm like actively trying to flirt with, and like I'll be like, you know, over the course
When's
of
your
time or whatever.
birthday?
But like I'll be like, it'll be one day. I'll just be like, oh shit, my phone just said birthday coming up one day, and I'm like, hey, happy fucking birthday!
I'm in.
Yeah,
I got my in. Let's do the
Well,
birthday
let's-
cheers.
I mean, it doesn't really work, but you know.
No.
Anyways, yeah.
Some
we do stuff all
women
the time.
don't really want to celebrate it. So, hi everybody. We are doing an FMV today. It's called She Sees Red, all Russian. They will have subtitles in English. So
Plenty of
don't
time.
worry.
Got plenty of time.
I don't know. I like we could talk all night long, and that should be saved for all night. So we can save that. We can play this game because it's actually, I think it's really good, but I haven't seen it 100%. So I'm gonna let Curly do the run through first. No, dude, it's like
I
what?
need
You're
you.
getting stressed out about
You
this?
gotta make decisions too.
Oh yeah, no, you do the first run through
Okay.
because you think it's not very long.
I'm still confused by this run through thing because one of the things I've never done is ever rerun through any of these, even when they are.
It's not the entire story if
I
you
get
just
that.
follow one. No, I mean for
But for
everyone.
stream wise, I'm usually like, okay, we do it
You
once and then we
won't
just go
get
on YouTube and we look at all the other stuff.
Well, where I'm here, let's make it.
No, we do it.
Let's
This
make
is this.
it
You're the
live.
manager of the stream this time.
Well, if you do a couple more, it adds more flavor to these backstories and characters, and it's really, from what I remember, awesome.
Crimson Firecat and FMV is like the madness of Dr. Decker or something. Exactly like that.
That's my bad.
You're listening to Drunk Kids
Greg
Gaming.
for Walkman.
I still gotta get rid of the fucking.
Yeah, can you
Terry
update
Crews
that?
stuff.
Nothing wrong with Terry Crews or Idiocracy,
Well,
but
currently there is.
Sam, can't you just like make him something really quick
No,
and like gain access?
There's 26 of them. They're random. Some of them are Terry
Sam,
Crews.
can't you make a new one? For
Some of them are
Hurley?
Jeff Goldblum.
Sam, can you make a new one? For Hurley? There's a bunch of Elizabeth Warren making fun of Bloomberg.
That was so good.
Can you do that with Curly?
Uh,
Going like this?
No, he can't. But yeah, Madness
I
of
don't
Dr.
know.
Decker is something I
Sam
wanted
does
to.
a lot of stuff.
Madness of Dr. Decker is one of the things that when you brought up FMV games, I was like, we should at some point try it, or at least you should play it. But it's like 8 hours. But
No.
it's
I mean,
it's a current indie.
I'm saying no because it's not like that's not this.
Yeah, no, I get that. And the other one that
Yes.
if we get to the time, there was the other one I was going to show you that is about an hour long that I was thinking you'd
It's
like.
not about it's okay for me. Games are not my thing. It was the quality.
Yeah.
That's what I you say there's a cool FMV. I'm like what's FMV again? It was that I saw this and the actors
Mhm.
just at the beginning. I was like, this isn't really so Ruski as I thought it would be. This is high quality Ruski stuff. Like so,
That's what I'm telling you for these ones.
Okay,
So
you
the,
say
the
so.
Madness of Dr. Decker and the three currently other games that they have under their independent. There's like a small indie studio of friends, and they've made a little video game studio, and they're focusing on these kind of games, and they're making them these days, like the last 3 years,
Okay.
and they're so good. The acting is so good and so interesting, and the stories are very elaborative, and like some of them are very Lovecraftian. Like
the whole
stuff,
Lovecraft
which is
thing.
fun. But the acting is fantastic. I definitely wouldn't pick any of these games unless they're the
Unless we
acting was
had
great.
like 3 years.
Oh my god, what was fucking what's his face Peaches guy? What was that game? Detective some potato thumb, whatever the fuck it is. That studio is making a new game, and I definitely want Aaron at some point to look at that game because it was really fun. But it was the acting in that was phenomenal.
It was live. It was like live animated.
These are all real actors. All the games I'm talking about right now are all real actors, just like you were talking about.
Gotcha.
And they were I was blown away by the interactivity.
If it's live, is it always FMV because it's too expensive for them to? So if it's kind of like this equals that. If it's live acting, it's going to always be something like FMV.
Everyone's going to mention it as the FMV, but sometimes people will say
that
FMV,
game we played,
which again, yeah,
that game we played,
and that's a misnomer. Honestly, that's a misnomer.
Okay, I agree
But
with you.
people say
I
that
agree
a
with
lot.
that. It's
because
not because you
we're
can
getting-
make like a. It's actually cheaper to make an FMV that's computer animated or like cartoony.
Because they have to pay the actors to do the acting to get the capture, so it kind of costs a lot as well.
Wait, whoa. See, whoa. I thought FMV. Okay, wait. What is FMV again?
It's technically full motion video.
Which is
It's
live
just
motion.
a term. It's just
It's
a term.
live motion.
It's just a term, but it has
So
become to mean when you have actors on the screen that you are.
Which isn't necessarily true though. If you do like, see, you were playing. Anyways, we're
It's a misnomer for
Okay,
the ones
okay,
that are computer
gotcha.
generated.
It's just like a light. It's a light title for a type
It's
of
just
game.
a good way to exemplify the style of how you play it as
Yeah.
well, because we didn't play any character in
Yes,
Madness of Madan. We kind of actually did play a character, which is weird, but whatever.
we did play characters each.
I mean, it's not a big deal either way. It's just a
but
matter of
I didn't feel like that game did as well as the original, the first version. I felt like that.
and people will say Detroit or any of the
See, I want to play Detroit. I don't like
Yeah.
playing games, but Hillary has it. I want to play Detroit.
but some people will classify that as an FMV game, even though it's technically not.
Ah, yes.
But every single character in there, even though they are computer generated,
That's a good point. How is that not FMV?
it technically
'Cause
isn't.
You
because
do.
it's
There's
not-
sometimes you do some movement.
It's
but
not. It's not the original reason that term was created.
It was live action.
But it plays the same way ish as these kind of things. And also, every single character, every computer generated character in there is a human
is
being
a human. Yeah,
that they have in a room
it's still
acting it out.
computer generated.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
still-
agree.
Okay.
We're currently in an age where we're slowly getting very close to the uncanny valley, where you're getting closer
Yes.
to not seeing that
It's
difference.
the blend
Because
that there's no more humans anymore. We're all AI.
when I played Survive the Night, whatever it is, Until Dawn. Until Dawn is technically an FMV game. It's all computer
Hillary
generated.
will remind me what Until Dawn because I think I really liked that
It's the
game.
one with the Wendigo. I don't know if you've ever even actually seen it.
Hillary played a lot of those.
Yeah,
and
it's in the
thought
same world.
A lot of them were great.
But it's got Rami Malek in it. And it was one of his first acting roles, the guy who did the whole
Oh.
Queen thing, the whole Bohemian Rhapsody
I
thing.
know who Rami
Yeah.
is.
But so I didn't know who he was, and he wasn't actually, I think, anyone at that time period. But also Hayden Panettiere was in there. She plays one of the girls.
Until Dawn was. I'm sorry. Until Dawn was the predecessor of Medan.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm so
Same
sorry.
company. It was their
I just
first
caught
game.
up.
Yeah.
Yes, that was Rami.
Yeah.
He was. That was like that was like a weird break for him. But
So-
he was also in a movie with Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
and all
So,
that stuff.
but I didn't know anything about that.
Got
And
it,
when
got
I
it,
played that game, he's got a very unique face and acting structure
Yes.
and style.
Yes.
And I was playing the game, and I was like, "Cool! I know Hayden Panettiere's in this. That's who's on all the box art."
Yeah. The what's the Heroes?
Yeah.
Right.
No, the save the
um,
cheerleaders, save. Yeah, Heroes. It was
Heroes,
Heroes.
yeah.
Anyway, so I was playing it, and I was like, "Man, they do a really good job motion capturing some of the characters. You can tell they're actors and blah blah blah. But that guy, there's no way that's a real fucking human being." Rami, and
Because it was so characteristic of
because
his
it was so unique,
gestures.
and I was like, they really fucked up his motion capture or whoever this
No,
fucking is.
he just walks
Yeah.
and talks weird.
And when we finished the game, like I made some real hot takes, some real bad, out of good judgment jokes about his horrible acting. Not horrible, but like man, his mouth looks weird. And then
Who controlled his jaw
at the
here?
end of the game, I was like, oh, let's look at the extras that got unlocked, and it was like interviews with each of the actors.
Ooh,
and the
Curley.
first one was Rami,
Oh,
and I was
Curley.
like, holy shit, he's real.
He was hating hard, and
is-
he
it
got
is-
woke.
it is-
He got some shade on him.
It's recorded forever.
I should see that.
I'm just
Oh.
digging deep on this
Let's
fucking
do
guy
this.
that I love.
You
but-
should send this hate to Rami with like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're amazing.
We don't.
I don't know. I'll do it for you because I like Rami. Anyways,
I don't want to ever send him the evil things I said about his face.
hey, it might get attention. I don't know.
I hang out with Rami all the time. You know?
You probably do. God, this
Let's
guy
play
is
your
like
game.
connections.
All right,
Oh,
I'm gonna stop this recording for those that are actually maybe possibly
take
later
a
watching
break.
this on YouTube. No, I'm not gonna take a break.
we're not gonna take a break.
I'm just
I know
gonna
what you're saying now.
I'm gonna encapsulate the recording and then I'm gonna start a new recording for the actual gameplay, and then this will just be like Aaron and Curly talk for a fucking bitch ton time.
Bye, recording.